Alright, hello. So today we are going to be making cheesecake, and I'm going to be making a salted caramel cheesecake, and this is my salted caramel right here. It's homemade. I made it from scratch. If you would like to get the ingredients to do this, just let me know in the comments below. So we have our eggs, we have our digestive biscuit, we have melted butter here, we have some brown sugar, we have some flour, we have our cream cheese here, and I need to go for the whipping cream in the fridge, and we have some honey here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the crust ready in our food processor. So I'm gonna add 1.5 packs of the digestive biscuits. So I'm gonna add 1 full pack plus half of the next one, and I'm gonna process that with the butter and a little bit of honey. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up to start doing that. So let's get into it. So I went to get the whipping cream. It's right here. So what I'm gonna do, as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and make the crust for the cheesecake, but I'm also gonna go ahead in the mixer. I'm going to mix our egg whites, because when I do my cheesecake, I like to whip the egg whites into a soft meringue and then fold it into the cream cheese once we have gotten started. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the egg whites into the standing mixer and allow it to mix until it reaches a soft meringue, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the crust ready for the cheesecake. Now for my crust, it's not baked. Once we've done that, I'm going to show you. We're just going to pop it in the freezer and allow it to harden up. So let's go. All right guys, so you see it's reached soft peaks. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the cream cheese mixture. So we're gonna put this aside, and I'm gonna get our big bowl, and I'm gonna put the stuff that we need to get together for the cream cheese mixture. All right, before we go ahead and get that started, I'm gonna go ahead and put the crust in the pan. All right guys, so I have a 10-inch springform pan. Now what I normally do, I open it, I use a piece of wax sheet, I just put it down onto the bottom part of the pan, and then I press the cover onto it, and then I put my hands right in the center just for it to come down, because you know it kind of has a little elevation. So I just put it there, and then I close the pan around the sheet. Now, why do I do this? I find that when I do this, it's easier for me to release the cheesecake from the pan once it has set up and we're putting it in the fridge instead of trying to peel it from the pan itself. And when you do cheesecake, we bake it in a water bath, so to prevent water from getting into the actual cheesecake, because there is a kind of, because it's a spring form pan, it's not completely sealed, so you just put it in some foil paper. So you put the pan in foil paper and then you just fold the edges around. And that's it. That is how I prepare my pan. So there we go. You just put the foil paper around it so that when we put it into the water doesn't leak into the cheesecake and mess it up. Alright, so that is our prepared pan. We're gonna go ahead and pour in our crust mixture now. Alright guys, so here we have the crust all together. And we're gonna pour it, all of that, into the pan. Right? So I'm just gonna use this to get out the little pieces that are there, because we want all of that in the pan. So once we've gotten all of that in the pan, I am going to use just a measuring cup with a flat edge and press the crumbs into the pan. So instead of using your hand, this way it kind of gives it an even layer and it's easier to press into the pan. And that's it guys. That's how we do the crust for our cheesecake. There we go. So I'm just using, as I said, you want something that is flat, it doesn't have any grooves, to help you to press the crust into the pan. I just press ever so gently because you want to pack that together. You don't want there to be any separation of the crust. So you just go ahead and pat that and squeeze it into the pan. Now you can carry it up the sides if you want. I generally just carry it up the sides just a little bit, not a lot, and it's not going to be perfect, but I carry it up the sides just a bit when I am doing the cheesecake. And guys, that's it. So from here I'm just gonna put that into my freezer. That's the crust. I'm gonna put it into the freezer while I get the cheesecake, the cream cheese mixture done. All right, so guys, here is one. I have a brick of cream cheese, and one brick would be 6 of the 8-ounce package, and I have 1 cup of brown sugar because it's salted caramel cheesecake that I'll be doing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and mix this together and get it all creamy. All right, so let's get started. I allowed all my ingredients to come to room temperature, so I've just been beating the cream cheese and sugar together for about a minute and a half, and we're just doing it until they're incorporated, right? Once we've done that, then we're going to start adding the eggs one at a time. So because I don't want the noise in the background, I'm just going to go ahead and do it, and I'll put it up on the screen. All right. Alright guys, so I've started to add the egg to the mixture one at a time, and it's the egg yolks I should say, because remember we use the egg whites to make the meringue. Alright, so I'm gonna continue doing that right now. So I've gone ahead and added all 6 egg yolks. I'm just scraping the sides and the bottom of the pan to ensure that we get all of that fully incorporated. When it comes to baking, it's a little more technical than cooking, so you want to ensure that you complete all the steps correctly. Alright, so you're just scraping on the bottom and the sides of the pan to ensure that you get all of that incorporated. I'm going to go ahead and mix this for probably just another 30 seconds to incorporate everything that I just scraped. Okay, so from here I'm gonna go ahead and add our heavy cream. It's 1 cup of heavy cream that I'm gonna be adding. No, sorry, not heavy cream, this is whipping cream, but if you have heavy cream then you can use that as well, or you can use sour cream if you like instead, or you can even use vanilla yogurt, whichever one you prefer. For me, generally when I'm doing a fruit cheesecake, then I would use yogurt, but when I'm doing any other regular flavor, I'll either use sour cream or whipping cream depending on which I have available. So again, I'm gonna mix this together for about 30 seconds. Okay guys, so from here I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Here we go. It's the clear vanilla. And I'm going to go ahead and sieve the 1/4 cup of flour that we have, just a 1/4 cup. Now sometimes, again guys, sometimes I will use flour and then other times I will use a jello mix and use like 2 tablespoons, but today we're going to use flour, just a 1/4 cup. Alright, and of course you're sieving it because for cheesecake, you know, cheesecake is very delicate, so you want to ensure that you sieve the little flour that you're putting in it. That's it. So we're gonna mix that together, and after we're done mixing that together, then I'm gonna show you what we do next. Alright guys, so we have completed, we have mixed we have mixed the I am getting tongue tied right now. So we've gone ahead and mixed in the flour that we added to the cream cheese mixture. I'm now going to add 3/4 cup of my homemade salted caramel. So we're going ahead and adding, as I said, 3/4 cup to this. And we are gonna go ahead, of course, and mix it with the mixer. All right, really quickly. So. Alright guys, so that's it. So we're done with the mixer at this point. We no longer need the mixer. What we're going to do now is fold in the egg white meringue that we made earlier. So we're just gonna go ahead and fold it in. Now, as I said, to be honest, you don't have to do this step, but I just like to do it because I think it gives my cake a little more fluffiness and that it tastes a little more soft. So this is just my little 2 cents. Alright, so you're just gonna have to get some patience because this is gonna take a little work to fold it in, because you don't want to mix it anymore. You just want to take your time and fold in that egg white meringue. Alright loves, so we are finished mixing together. See, it all came together nicely and we're all done mixing. Now I've just taken the crust out of the freezer, so we are gonna go ahead and pour the cream cheese mixture into the prepared crust. Alright guys, so we have a little extra and that is always awesome. So I am going to go ahead and make this little extra that we have. I'm going to put it into some muffin tins and make some smaller muffins. But there we go. So all I'm going to do is tap the cheesecake. So I've put it into the container. I'm just going to tap it on the counter. It's to get rid of all the air bubbles that might be in it, so that when it bakes, it doesn't bake with the air bubbles. Oh, that's it. So that's how it's look when it's done. So as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and use the little that we have remaining and make some muffin cheesecake, or cupcake cheesecake I should say. I have these small silicone molds, so I'm just gonna put them down in a baking dish that I have. There we go. And I'm going to bake these in here. There we go, guys. So I'm just going to use a scoop and scoop them into the molds. Put some more in them because they can actually be filled all the way to the top, because they're not going to rise much. And that's basically it, guys. So we're going to go ahead and pop them in the oven. The oven is going to be preheated to 350 degrees. And we're going to have it in the oven for about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. Alright guys? Guys, our cheesecake is finished. So it's been in the oven for an hour and about 40 minutes. And all you're gonna do is just slightly open the oven just like this for about an hour before you actually remove it from the oven. This will help it not to crack and for it to be really nice and smooth. All right guys, so it is out and look at that. It is so good. There's just this one little crack right there, but apart from that it's perfect. So it's gonna go in the freezer overnight, and then tomorrow we are gonna decorate it. But that's how it's looking, guys. It's not gonna be too much because it's a caramel, as I said, salted caramel cheesecake, so we're just gonna pour the caramel over the top. But look at it, it is so good. Okay loves, so the cheesecake has been in the oven the freezer overnight. So it's kind of hard, it's not completely solid, but it's hard enough for me to show you how I remove it from the pan. Alright, so I just go ahead and I remove the layer of foil that we put just to ensure that the water doesn't get into the cake. So I go ahead and remove that from the pan, put that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and release the spring form. Now sometimes when you do it, it won't release immediately, but this one it's not that hard where it won't release. If you're trying to release it and you see that it's not coming off, don't force it, guys. I tried doing that once and I broke my pan. So just be gentle with it. So I open it and one side is already released, so I just need to work it and lift off the form. Alright, so what I do, I put another grease paper on top because I don't want my handprints to be on it, and I simply just turn it over in my hand very gently and lift the section off. There we go, that's it. And then I just put this on top. I put the pan that I'm putting it on top and flip it back over. And there we go. And that's it. So you don't get too much of a mess at the top, and it's all released from the pan in one piece. And that's it, guys. That's how I normally flip it over when I'm doing it, which is why I said that's why I put the wax paper at the bottom. So that's it, guys. So we're gonna pop this back in the fridge. Hey loves, no, I'm just editing this video for my cheesecake and I'm realizing the section that I decorated it, that footage got deleted. So I decided to just come on and let you guys know what I did. As I said before, the same salted caramel that I use in the cheesecake, the homemade caramel, is the very same one that I poured on top. I used about half a cup and I just helped to spread it across the top of the cheesecake, and then I cut up some white chocolate Kit Kat bars and some vanilla wafers and just strategically place them on top of the cake, as you will see in the pictures that we have. Alright, so sorry again that footage got deleted, but you can always decorate it anyway. You don't even have to put the wafers on it, you can just simply pour the caramel on it and leave it as is. So again, let's shout out the birthday girl Dahlia. I know you enjoyed your cake and I'm sure you had a great day. Guys, please remember to go ahead and subscribe, help me reach 100 subscribers. Alright, see you in the next video.